Good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all our respected leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, aspiring professionals, fellow JCs, and distinguished guests to another powerful edition proudly presented by JCI Triprayar. This year, our journey continues under the vision of purpose, participation, progress. And today's session perfectly reflects that mission. Tonight, we explore a question that has fascinated entrepreneurs across the world. Why do some family businesses survive for generations while others disappear within a decade? Across India, one community has consistently demonstrated the ability to build enterprises that outlive individuals, adapt to changing times, and pass on not just wealth, but values, vision, and business wisdom. The Gujarati business blueprint is not merely about making profits. It is about creating systems, building trust, nurturing relationships, empowering the next generation, and thinking beyond one lifetime. Whether you run a family business or building a startup or dream of becoming an entrepreneur, today's session promises practical lessons that can help every business become stronger, more sustainable, and future ready. Thank you all for joining us. Let us learn how businesses are not merely built, but how legacies are created. Every successful business is built on experience, and every meaningful learning experience deserves a mentor. Tonight, we are privileged to have with us a trainer who has spent over 2 decades helping individuals and organizations unlock their potential. Our distinguished resource person is an electric engineer, a certified computer hardware engineer, and a graduate in business administration. Professionally, he is the founder of Success Options, a training and management development company dedicated to organizational development, process development, and corporate training. As a trainer, his achievements are truly remarkable. He brings over 25 years of training experience, has successfully conducted more than 3,200 training programs, and has positively impacted the lives of over 1.5 lakh participants. His expertise spans leadership, customer service, communication, public speaking, team building, time management, motivation, and train the trainer programs. His signature approach, learning by doing, makes every session engaging, practical, and transformational. Within JCI, he has been a national trainer since 2001 and a prime graduate of JCI University. Over the years, he has served as a faculty and coach for numerous leadership development programs, officer trainings, business academies, and trainer development initiatives. His professional journey has also taken him to some of India's leading organizations, including Reliance Industries, L&T, Kotak Life Insurance, SBI Life, Bajaj Finance, Flipkart, Asian Paints, Philips, LIC, Gujarat Police, KRIB HCO, JK Cement, and many more. Beyond business, he continues to contribute extensively to society through organizations like JCI, the Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Indian Society of Training and Development, and several skill development initiatives across Gujarat. His journey perfectly reflects today's topic, building organizations that grow through leadership, systems, and continuous learning. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm JCI Triprayar welcome to our distinguished speaker, JC Chirag Desai. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today. We look forward to learning the timeless principles that have enabled family businesses to grow across generations and discover how these ideas can be applied to every entrepreneur, business owner, and future leader. Sir, the stage is yours. Welcome to JCI Triprayar.
Yes, thank you very much. Sritesh gave very brief introduction as well as the opening remarks. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see KH Pandit, a very old friend. Our regularly we are meeting in chamber, but online his presence makes me really inspiring that still he is in a learning mode. Yeah, he has recently got so many awards and he keeps on bagging certain awards regularly. Fine. I request all of you that can we have all videos on so I feel that I am talking to the people rather than only my laptop. That's good. Fine. Few has on, few might be in such position they would not be able to on. But anyway, thank you very much for the invitation. And today we will have a small discussion on Guju business style. In short form, I would say Guju business style because Gujarat is a trendsetter in creating a legacy in businesses because normally We have seen that at many of the parts in the country, there are certain companies who have created that legacy in the business. But in Gujarat, we can see so many companies, even MSME is doing that. See, large scale industries, we can see that like Reliance is one of the great example of it that we can see. But even MSME segment, small, micro, and middle industries are also into such kind of legacy generation for the next generation. Our first question comes that is our next generation ready for the business? Because nowadays this question comes. 10 years back, it was not a question because in especially in Gujarat, when a child is learning or he's studying in college, he was informed that you have to sit on the chair of your father. So get ready for that. So from day one, instead of study, he was more focused on business. So that is, I think, that is one of the major reason that why our next generations are focused on business because their mind was set accordingly. When they are studying in the college, at that time itself, that mind was set in such a manner that they have to join their father's business. But with time, it has also changed because now new generations are passionate about their own hobby, about their own area of interest, and they are shifting from this business to another business. But still in Gujarat, still it is happening. You might have attended session of Darshan Majrati and he would have shared that. In Gujarat, we have so many such kind of organizations, those who are having their third, fourth generation into business. Let me start and sharing with one my own example. I am giving consultation to one of the company. They are into textile, and this is third generation now they are into business. So this is very common in Gujarat and in especially in South Gujarat. The reason behind it, I would like to share certain fundamental things that why it is happening so. First, I told you that one mindset was done in such a way, their mind was set in such a way that after study you have to join the business. At the same time, why most of the people are surviving in the generation and family business? That is very important. So many people are doing across the country, across the globe, in fact, but all are not surviving as initially he shared with us. And why Gujarat people are more into that? So Gujarat entrepreneurs and the business owners have tendency that not to offer the hot seat, ownership directly to the next generation. They ensure that next generation is capable to handle this business. You all might be aware with the name of Hare Krishna Export. In Surat, it is a leading diamond company and a jewelry brand. Krishna Jewelry is the brand name of Hare Krishna. Uh, his owner was in limelight with he offered a car to the employee that company I'm talking about. They are originally from Saurashtra and they are settled in Gujarat since last around 15, 17 years. And they have created a huge empire. Now, in their family, they have a tradition that son who is going to come to the business, he has to go out of the town. This is very interesting story. You must understand it. They send their next generation's boy or girl alone. They offer only one credit card, 5,000 rupees cash, and one basic mobile phone, not even a smartphone. And they have been instructed not to contact anyone in the family. And they have been put any unknown place, like suppose uh, last year, one of the son of this Hare Krishna empire was sent to Hyderabad, and he was instructed. One of the son was sent to on a northeast side, and they have to manage that 5,000 rupees is also given for the emergency. And we know that the person who has been lived in such a big industry and very rich family, how he would survive with such nominal amount. But they are not allowed to use that money also. And credit card is also for emergency only. And they cannot contact anybody. They have to spend 1 month with this much amount. They have to work. They have to manage their stay. They have to face the challenges, whatever it comes. And sometimes they really come into the big trouble. Like the person who was sent to Northeast, he was caught by the police. as they told that he is from that border issues were going on, and he was caught into that. And almost 3 days he was kept into the police custody. Then he explained everything. Then they contacted to the person who was from the family, and then they leave. Then also he didn't return to the family. He stayed over there. He stay in the hotel. He was not offered the stay also. So he was used to stay on a footpath nearby hotel, and he work in hotel. He earn money. He survive for 1 month, and then he come back to the reason behind it is that they must understand the values, the value of money, the value of people, that how workers are working in the industry. And to learn that, they ensure that the next generation pass through this thing. And that is one of the reason. Even normal MSME owners, they also send their son or daughter for a job, at least for a 1 year after completion of the study. And basic job, not it's a job like manager, because they are influencing people. They can ask their family friend, ki, bhai, my son is ready, so offer him a manager job for a 1 year. No, they have to start learning from the scratch. Means, if it is a industry, suppose it is a textile industries, then the owner's son will join as a machine operator. He must understand that how machines are running, how qualities are maintained, how the yarn or fabric has been produced. They must understand each and everything, and then they are allowed to join their own company as an employee, not as a owner, as an employee. They offer a job of a supervisor or manager for next 2 to 3 years in a company, and later on they offer them a position of the owner in a or director, whichever the model of the company. It is a private limited, then director. It's a proprietary, then one of the role is offered to him. So this kind of efforts are being put by the generations to ensure that our next generation is ready for the industry. So I think this is one of the major reason that why uh, in Gujarat, majority of the next generations are survive in a and they create a legacy. If we take certain examples, like in if I will share the screen if you all can. So legacy is not money. When we say that legacy is not money, and that we need to understand. When we say legacy, legacy is a culture. So they focus on a culture, and they ensure that our upcoming generation is also tuned with the organizational culture. And for that, they offer a job rather than offering the direct ownership position. And that is the reason they are able to generate a legacy, because legacy is a culture. Legacy is the values. See, most of the businesses are having their own core values to run their business. When they build a big business, there is some certain base are there. Maybe the quality, maybe the customer service, maybe the innovations, whatever. Every organization has their own value system and value. So upcoming generation must be ready to adopt that values, and they are tuned with that values. So in Gujarat, I have seen, probably everywhere in the world, those who are surviving in a long run in a family run business, they might be following the same thing, right? But this is what I have seen in Gujarat, South Gujarat especially. So they focus on their core values, and upcoming generations are also tuned with those values. So when new generations come into business, their language, their approach to the business remains same. So it doesn't create any turbulence in the business operations, especially because they are also tuned with that. In addition to that, I have seen in especially in Gujarat, they add new chapter to the business. They don't just operate or manage the business, but they add new chapter. They focus on expansion. They focus on innovation. So that is one of the reasons that they are expanding as well as they are able to create a legacy for generation. And they value the people. This is another very interesting. In Gujarat, most of the company you will find manager level people. I think you all might be aware. The person who joined Dhirubhai Ambani, he stayed almost the whole life with him. Today also there are left and right hand of Mukesh Ambani. They are since long they are with him, and their upcoming generation are also joining Reliance. See, their employees' next generation is also joining that company. So this kind of bonding with the people, the value of the people is there in their business. In Surat, I am from Surat, so I can share some example of Surat. And most of the company, there will be definitely few employees who have given their life to the company, maybe 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and they are not ready to leave the company. So I think they treat people as their family members. Of course, now with upcoming generation that has been reduced, but still those who are in the company since long and those who are ready to stay in a company for a long period, they treat them as a family member in almost all the functions and everywhere. Though in South Gujarat, I must say that K.H. Pandit will agree with me. In Gujarat, no formal HR practices are implemented in most of the MSME. In spite of that, people stay in the company because the owner treat them as a family member. Though there is no formal HR practices, but still they celebrate the festivals. They invite all the employees in their family functions. They take care of their family's issues also. So formal HR practices are not there, but they follow indirectly all HR practices, and that is one another reason that Gujarati people are able to create a legacy into that. And of course, brand. Almost in every area or every segment, Gujarati companies have created their own brand. And recently, we can take example of Balaji Wafers, Jalmudi. When Modi ji were eating Jalmudi in West Bengal in election, at that time Balaji launched that Jalmudi for the as a one of the item in his basket. They are into wafer manufacturing and namkeen manufacturing, and they introduced this Jalmudi for the people. So this is they find business in everything. Any political situation, any economical challenges, anything comes, they find business into that. If we remember at the time of Corona, then when it was required the huge quantity of mask, then Gujarat company came into the picture and they just produced mask in such quantity they offer to the global market. So in other words, we can say that their brands, of course, they are having a brand, but at the same time, Gujaratis are very opportunist. They seek opportunity everywhere. And that is another reason that they can involve the next generation. See, normally what happens when generation after generation enters into the business, then family conflict come into the picture because same business, same people, same operations, same management, same production, everything is going on same, and which is managed by one generation. Then what is the role of new generation? But Gujaratis are being opportunists. They find another business. They find another expansion for the upcoming generation. Let me share you my recent example. I am the company where I am offering my consultation services. Recently, we went to Africa, Ghana, and just for a survey. And they did survey in Ghana for fabric, for yarn, for textile related products. And one of the upcoming boy who just completed his study and now entering into the business, they give that challenge to that boy. Now we are focusing on Ghana. You develop that Ghana, African market, because here market is set. We are there to support you. We will give you product whatever you want, but now you focus on developing that African market. So that good brands are also focusing on new market, and probably that is the reason that everywhere you will find Gujaratis and Marwadis, because there is no much more difference even in Marwadi culture also as far as business is concerned. And they focus on reputation. Of course, the legacy always comes with the reputation, and their core area is the relationship. This is also very interesting. When I say relationship, it doesn't mean relationship with their own employee or the people. Their relationship with the vendor, their relationship with the customer and consumer. I have seen, I have been in Mumbai for a long period, and where there I saw that when your vendor is not able to supply the material, immediately a company will purchase from somebody else. But in Gujarat, no, they will wait. I will purchase from this vendor only. They will keep three, four vendor for competition to manage the competition. But at the same time, they are loyal to that vendor. They give meaning to that relationship. And that is the reason. And we have very strong supply chain. in all the industry, whether it is a textile, whether it is diamond, whether it's engineering, whether it's a pharma, because Gujarat is a very good hub for pharma, even chemical. And we have very good supply chain, and which is the base of that supply chain is relationship. As a manufacturer, if I'm not able to serve in time, then my customer, my client will also wait for some period. He will ensure that I will purchase from them only. They are loyal to certain quality and certain vendors. Of course, I will purchase one quality from vendor one, I will purchase another quality from vendor two. But for quality one, I will maintain relationship with vendor one. And interestingly, they are very transparent. Vendor one knows that he is purchasing this particular quality from vendor two. And openly they say that, no, for this, I will deal with this particular vendor. So this kind of relationship, in the daytime they do the business, in the evening they sit together, they have a fun, they eat with each other, they have a good time in the evening with each other. So this kind of relationship they are maintaining in the business. If you visit any big exhibitions like Delhi, there is a textile exhibition in the month of July or August it comes. So all vendor, all competitors, they go together. They have very good relationship with even competitors also, which is very rare. Which is very rare in other areas. We can see that, we can say that. But in Gujarat, it is very common. They go with competitors. So when they are traveling, they book flight with competitors. They decide where we will stay. They stay with competitors. And in that expo, there two stalls are there just side by side, and both are presenting the same product. So this is how good Jews are doing business. So I think these are the areas and reasons that I can find in Gujarat, especially, and that is why these companies are able to create the legacies, if I say. And the legacy blueprint which insisted to share with me, that is the founder. This how the legacy is generated, right? First, somebody will found the company, so one will become a founder, they will develop the business, then slowly family will join, and they ensure that the business is not dependent on any of the family member, and slow and steadily they shift that business on the system. Once again, I say, Gujarati companies are not too much system driven, but still their own way of managing system is very strong. Because when we say system, we always compare with the systems of MNCs and corporates. But if you visit any local industry in Gujarat, you will not find any such kind of system which is maintained by MNC or maybe the large scale company. But every small entrepreneur and MSME has their own way of managing the system. And surprisingly, they have each and every data which is maintained with them, though it is manually, but it is there. They are able to analyze everything, and data is available. Huh? I don't say data is not available. So they have then or mechanism to maintain the system. See, they now you will be able to relate it. They have very loyal people, which we discussed just a few minutes back. They are having a people who stay in a company for 20, 30 years in a company, and they have their own mechanism to manage the system. So that system is managed by this loyal people. And that is why they are able to stop the leakages from the company. And that is the way. Values, as we discuss, and they allow next generations for innovation. They allow next generation with their new ideas. And the most important part, that Gujarati companies are always ready for innovation and experiment. See, normally globally we say that China is the country, they always create something new. So similarly, Gujarat is having a predominant three or four businesses. One is pharma, one is textile, one is diamond, and the chemical and engineering. Majorly, these are the industries. So they do innovations and they experiment. They take risk. This is very, very, very important for Gujaratis. They take risk. Even though they know probably this project, we may get failure, our 10, 15, 20 lakhs will go in a drain, but still they take risk. And recent example I will share. One of the company, Liberty is the name of the company in Gujarat, and they are in discussion with Botswana, because Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, especially South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, is very active in liaising with the international market. So they are in discussion with Botswana, and they are going to make a MOU of around 130 CR. at initial stage, 130 CR MOU is the amount of the MOU. And when we discuss with the owner of the company, he told it's a pure risk because Botswana is a very small country. And whatever we are going to produce, probably Botswana is not the right market for that. But we are taking risks because we can see that opportunity with the government policy of Botswana. We will be able to manufacture in Botswana and we will be able to supply in the surrounding countries, African countries. So this kind of risk they are ready to take. And I think this is one of the reasons that why Gujus are able to create a legacy and they are able to maintain the next generation because next generation indirectly we can say they are into the same business but they are not doing the same thing which last generation was doing. So they create new opportunity, they create new market, they create some innovations they do in the business and at times they do diversification. And it is another reason that majority of the company when they grow they enter into backward forward integration like diamond company is there when their next generation enter into the business they will start jewelry manufacturing because now they have internal manpower to handle and manage the business. So now they enter into the forward integration. When they have another people in the system, new generation people, they will start developing the supply chain or maybe the chain of the retail outlets for the jewelry. So this kind of growth they are doing when new generation is entering into the business. So eventually the new generation is not maintaining the same work which last generation was maintaining, but they get another opportunity to prove themselves. So we can say that new venture or startup within the company. Most of the good juice companies are working with this concept. And that is the reason that next generation survive in Gujarat especially, right? And that is how they are helping the nation building. Almost all Gujarati, Adani is Gujarati, Reliance is Gujarati. Of course, two good Jews are there in nation also, Modi and Shah. So they are also maintaining the country as well. So, and in almost all the segments, we have very Gujarati peoples are there. And in Gujarat, Udwada, we are fortunate we have good Parsi community as well. And they enter into Gujarat and they have also become a Gujarati. And in many areas, they have developed. Recently, if you see that series, the Titan, that Parsi from Gujarat, he developed this Titan story. I think you might be able to see on Prime, Titan story, Tatas. So their roots are also in Gujarat. So this is what Guju peoples are doing in the business. These are some of the example. At national level, we know that Godrej is there, which is almost 126 plus years into the business now, very professionally governed by the people. And their focus is on innovation and they thrive for the family values, right? Similarly, if we say another group is Murugappa Group, 5 generations are into the business now and very clear governance and professional leadership. See, after some scale, they develop that professionalism and systems and process and everything. So the path for upcoming generation becomes very easy. When we say that Anant Ambani enter into the business, it is very easy for him because that empire is there. So he will be able to find that legacy directly as a chairman of one of the company and he will be able to manage. But in small companies, I have given certain industries over here, diamond industry of Surat, textile industries, Rajkot engineering industry. Rajkot is another place where so many engineering companies are there and very good brands like almost all the tractors are manufactured in Rajkot, which we are using in agriculture. All automobile spare parts are into the manufacturing in the Rajkot. All machinery spare parts are manufactured in the Rajkot. Similarly, Morbi is a very big ceramic industry. Almost across the India, even across the globe, they have created the brands of ceramic tiles, which we are using right now, is manufactured in Morbi, Gujarat. Similarly, Ahmedabad is a pharmaceutical hub, right? Similarly, Bharuch and Dahej is a chemical hub. And why Gujarat is a preferred location for almost all the industrialists and the people? Because whatever I shared, this kind of culture they find in Gujarat. This kind of ecosystem they find in Gujarat. Another point, why new generations are able to manage their business is that ecosystem is there. Same business, if somebody is trying in another state or country, it is little bit difficult for them because they will not find that ecosystem. Recently, we were discussing with somebody, and he shared very interesting fact. The almost 70% of the synthetic material which is required in India, 70% is produced in Surat. And interestingly, the whole supply chain, like POY chip to a fabric, dye printing, and even garment manufacturing, is in a span of just 20 kilometers. The whole supply chain is in 20 kilometers. The radius of Gujarat, 20 kilometers if we measure, then everything is available. So this kind of ecosystem is there. Same with diamond industry. From rough diamond, which is purchased from Mumbai, it comes to Surat. Now from that rough diamond to jewelry manufacturing, the whole ecosystem is established in Surat. So Gujarat is developing in such a way, and Gujarati people, Gujarati businessmen are ensuring that the whole supply chain is developed, and then they are able to do a very good business with those support of this supply chain. So I think these are the certain things which Guju people are managing, and that is the reason that why they are able to generate legacy, and their next generation is also equally uh, able to maintain their business legacy. And it is well said that legacy is not design, not inherent. Business survives generation through deliberate governance, systems, and shared values, not by chance. So we cannot say that legacy is design. Okay, I will create and I will hand it over to you. No, it is based on that, deliberate governance system. As I told you, in one of the companies, it's a system that whosoever is joining my business has to work outside for 3 years. Then only I will allow him to join this business. So this kind of undrafted system is there. Similarly, they have very shared values, and that is the reason they are not developing by chance. They are putting enough efforts to ensure that, right? So, and another is family unity, the strategic asset. Trust, communication, and clearly defined roles create a competitive advantage that no technology can replace. Nowadays, almost all the companies are focusing on technological upgradation. But the trust, communication, and clearly defined roles. Even my new generation is entering into the business, his role is also defined. Initially, he will manage only one department or maybe work as a manager. After few duration, he will be promoted. He will be promoted. He will be given opportunity to manage two department, three department, and then that owner will hand over the whole business to the new generation. So this is how we Gujaratis are doing the business. And here, every new generation enter into the business, add a new chapter to the organization. So all generations are coming up with a new idea. They add new chapter. They scale up the industry to the next level. They modernize the whole industry. They do the expansion, and all these things help them to maintain this business generation to generation. Right. So this is how we people are doing the business. I think if you have any questions, we can take it, because professional system protect the family relationships, but they ensure that relationship is on priority. If required, they will maintain the relationship and break the system. I give you a very small example of it. If I'm professional company, then I will not send any material without my dispatch procedure. I will create invoice, I will generate the get pass, I will do all documentation procedure, and then I will send the material, right? It is the professionalism. But in Surat, in Gujarat, we have seen that if your factory need a material, and just because of procedure, it takes 2 days or maybe a 1 day, I will send on account material on normal piece of paper, kacha chalan bolte na, and you will get the material and your factory will start. The rest of the things they will do later. So professional system never comes in between the relations, and they have their own mechanism to manage this. So this is what the important, because when we are into the business relationship, we have to ensure that the opposite person is also getting advantage of our relationship. And Guju peoples are always Pakka Gujarati in maintaining the relation, right? And I love this quotation when I was designing this discussion, that wealth can be inherent, but values and system must be intentionally passed on. Wealth we can offer to the next generation directly, but values, systems must be intentionally we have to pass on to the next generation. And this is what Gujarati people are doing. And that is why they are surviving generation to generation into the business. Here also certain failure ratios and cases are there, but very less because they take calculated risk. When a new generation enter into the business, they take calculated risk. If that project get fail or that expansion get fails, it's okay. Still their original business is at that level. They can maintain the new generation to handle that business also. So I think this quality of Gujarati people ensures that uh, they can create a legacy, they can manage more generation into the business, right? So with this, my presentation is end over here, but we can have a chat and discussion over there. And this is my last quote for the day, that don't build a business that ends with your generation. Build an institutions that inspire the next generation. We should not build a business when generation change, it ends. Instead of that, we should build an institution that inspire our next generation to join that institution, right? So now we are open for the question, answer, and discussion.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yes,
My name is Anish. Okay.
yes, Anish.
Yeah. It was very nice presentation.
Thank you.
Um, we could get a lot of information about business models in Gujarat. And I was working in the Middle East. I met a
Okay,
lot of Gujarati people when I was
mhm,
working.
okay,
I found one good thing about them is their financial management principles was lucrative actually. They were
yes,
dealing with the finances, and they don't even take any loans unnecessarily. Especially in
yes,
Kerala, I faced many of them are taking loans. They're not even indisciplined about financial matters, basically. So these are the difference I felt when I communicate with Guju people and Sindhis also. I met a lot of because I was dealing with the export import shipment segment last 20 years. It was
yes,
very good experience with them. And one more, I would like to know that, as you said that they're in their childhood itself, they started to learn everything by
mm,
step, even
mm,
from the scratch level.
mm,
Okay, can you give some good advice, like what type of business? See, suppose every generation, 10, even if you pass 10 years to next 10 years, it will change the business models and the categories. All are changing day by day.
yes,
Now, this situation, it is not even 10 years. Even after 1 year, we can see that different type of industries are coming up. So
mm,
in that case, how they can segregate? Because previously, around, I think that around 330 years or 40 years back, one business is enough for generation.
mm,
Now, this is not enough actually. After one year or 2 year or 5 year, the business model is totally changing. That
yes,
parameters are changing very drastic level, not even small level. So we can see that the food chains, a lot of food companies are operating in Gujarat, but nowadays Swiggy, Zomato, all these companies came up with that models is totally changed. Even we
mm,
cannot even predict after 5 years. So how
yes, true.
how the scenario is going on from the current situations?
See, the Gujarati people's model, if you see all these companies, you will rarely find Gujarati people into this, right? So, as you told, when Gujarati is investing money, he will ensure that he get return out of it because they are good Jews. So, they will ensure that they get return out of it. So, whenever such kind of model will enter into the market, they will observe for some time. And when they find it is a lucrative, the new generation will immediately adopt this kind of model, whether they will change this model for local requirement or may adopt this kind of model into the which is available in the market, and they will immediately start expansion because they have that kind of market availability, they have brand, they have relationship, so they don't need to invest much more on expansion of those business. That is number one. Number two, most of the businesses are investing money for backward and forward integration rather than entering into the totally new concept or maybe the new market, because they have established their business in one particular segment. Like for an example, if previously the diamond trading was happening on in Mumbai, if you are aware of it, Mumbai was the market, and slowly one of the new generation member of this Diamond Kings, they started developing IT structure for that. They create a portal, and now diamond tradings are happening on portal. So they are into same business, but they adopt the change very fast. And I believe me, Gujaratis are very fast in adoption of the change. They keep on traveling, boss, in across the globe. Maximum travelers are Gujarati. Why they travel across the globe? Because they keep researching what is happening in the global market. They study the German technology, they study the Chinese technology, and they bring that technology to India because they are ahead of the local time. Because for an example, if we talk about technology, China is around 5 years ahead of us, at least we can say in current scenario.
Right.
Right. So today they will visit China, they will find good machinery, they will bring it to Gujarat. So
I
in
think the political
competition,
support and environmental support
yes,
also is
yes,
good, I believe.
it is
Yeah.
the whole ecosystem is there, na?
Yeah.
So that is what the advantage of
But I heard a
Gujarat.
news that, is it right? I don't know much more.
Hmm.
See, there are a lot of, especially in some areas, because of the pollutions, means a
Hmm.
lot of diseases in that areas also as well. Is that right? Or
In
because of the
Gujarat,
factories pollutions? Yeah,
no, no, no.
it's not right.
They maintain it well, and government is also very aware of it. So they ensures that that pollution related rules regulations are very strict.
Mhm. There is no nearby home
No.
area or residential areas
Yes,
also
yes,
not
yes.
connected. Okay. Right. See, most of the Gujaratis are not going out. As you said, they are stick on in their state.
No, 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 no.
They are, I mean,
And
like for a business, I believe.
see, normally they don't turn into the South because South has altogether it's a different culture and different scenario. But across the globe, they have developed their businesses. As I told you, Africa, when I visited recently in Ghana, there are around 18,000 Indians, and out of that, around 4,000 are Gujarati.
Definitely.
So
Right.
even Uganda and all these places, Gujaratis have their footprints.
Okay.
Yes. Anybody else have any questions? Then we
Thank you
can
so much,
discuss
sir.
further.
Thank you so much, everyone. So please feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions, and also please give your feedbacks.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, what about the first generation business owners in Gujarat?
Which business?
First generation.
First
Because
generation.
they are facing a lot of struggles and it's just a starting. So first generation. And how Gujaratis are starting their first generation?
See, as I told you, Gujrus are very good in taking a risk. See, first thing is that they have that mindset. See, anyone who is doing a job in one of the company, right, and especially a young entrepreneur, will always keep on thinking that how can I start my own business? As I told you, 10 years, 1 decade back, all the people are very loyal to the company. But then new people who are into the market, they keep on searching opportunity that how can I start my own business? So, they will start some trading on a very small scale. Then slow and steadily, they will develop the business. They will maintain the relationship. So they will grow to the next level. So this is how they build. Even a one machine, small machine, they will establish at their home. I don't know whether you are aware of it or not, but Gujarat is a very old in jerry manufacturing, and almost all jerry machines were installed in the home. So they start business from the home. Now it is different scenario that they have shifted all the machines in the factories, and jerry manufacturing factories are there. But previously, long back, I'm talking around 30, 40 years back, the all jerry machines were installed in the home. So ground floor was the machinery, first floor they were living, and they all were living in a joint family. So the whole family was working on it. One is operating machine, one is, they are filling that bobbins and all things, and they are doing it. They are very hardworking people. See, it seems that Gujaratis are very lavish people, but they are very hardworking.
Yeah, I'm asking about the. You already told me that Gujarati startups or founders they no don't have a system. Okay, I'm
Yes.
also heard about that. When we go to a company, I'm also see that he's the accountant, he's the trading guy, he's also be the marketer. He's doing multiple jobs. Okay, but
Yeah, see,
when
normally it was there with the first generation. When now second generation is entering and they want to expand. So now they have built, create that awareness in the organization. Ki if we want to grow on a large scale, then we must adopt the professional system. So with new generations entering into the business, they are shifting from unorganized sector to organized sector. So that transformation is there now in industry. But still, that first generation, as I told you, they are maintaining their own system.
Yeah. How about the Gujarat? Suppose if we people, if the families transferred to Gujarat from south part, okay,
Hmm.
how's the education like as a business class or any kind of education support from Gujarati government for a business models or any kind of that kind of support is there? Ground level support from the government?
No, no, government support for education, they have all, we have all institutes and everything. But at the same time, education system is more or less same across the country. In fact, I must say, sorry to say that, but Gujarat is not that much proactive in that education. And that is why very limited IITs and IIMs are in Gujarat. But yes, practical knowledge you will get from scratch one.
Okay, okay. But for a
Otherwise, we
starting,
have good education systems over here. I don't deny on this, but it is more or less same across the country.
suppose if a person who has to wish to start a business,
Hmm.
she's welcoming the Gujarat from anywhere. Like, is there any
See,
particular?
if you have unique concept, you have clear-cut value system, you are having a very long-term business intentions in Gujarat, and if you are, as I told you, if you are ready to do business with transparency, you are always welcome in Gujarat.
What about as a especially Kerala state, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Bangalore, all this is like even especially Kerala state is consumer state basically. A lot of products are coming from Gujarat.
Yeah.
So that kind of trade possibilities are there. No, when as a starter we can go and find out some companies that kind of production. Licensing part, everything is okay. Little
Yes,
bit.
yes, everything. That way, government is very cooperative. If you want to start your business, then all government policies are very clear, and you will be able to find a good suppliers from Gujarat. So you can procure the material from Gujarat. You can sell across the country.
So specific areas which we can walk around to
See
find out
that.
some manufacturers.
See, for I personally, I suggest you once you have to come to Gujarat, you need to do the survey because what kind of business you want to establish and exactly what material you are looking for. You must come to Gujarat. You should explore the whole Gujarat first, especially industrial segment and zone, and then you can decide. But everything has its own pocket, as I told. If you are looking for any industry related to ceramic, then Morbi is the hub. Anything related to engineering and machinery parts and all these things, Rajkot is a hub. If you are looking something with textile and diamond, then Surat is a hub. If you are looking something with chemical, then probably Vapi and Bharuch, Dahej is a hub.
Okay.
So, see, basically all ecosystems has been established in particular area.
Sir, just asking if we find that something like that, Surat, we are planning for land and start the trading of diamonds. Okay, then we already know Surat have a diamonds, and we can go and connect. And where to start?
What
All
you want
this.
to start? You want to start diamond trading?
Yeah, if I am starting diamond trading and learning about the diamonds, then how?
See, first of all, any industry you want to start, you must have a deep knowledge of that. Because see, where you are entering into the any area where market is well established and very mature market, and especially they are supplying almost 70-80% of the diamond to the across the globe, 70% of synthetic material across the country. In that scenario, market is very competitive. So you must have deep knowledge of the market. You must have very clear roadmap for your own expansion plan. that you will purchase and you will sell in which market. You want to purchase from Surat and you want to sell in South, you want to sell in Rajasthan, you want to sell in MP, then you must have knowledge of both the market. So it required deep research before you enter into the business. See, what I shared today is all about the working style of Gujarati people. Now, whatever you are asking is altogether is a different question, that how we can, come to Gujarat and we can do the business.
Yeah,
Both the things are
yeah,
very different.
I know. Actually, when you told, I think I got new insights, lot
That's
of new
good.
insights, and also, I feel Gujarat when I'm a new startup owner or any first generation businessman, I'm starting in Gujarat. My all surrounding people are same like a supporting in Gujarat. Okay.
Is that people are always supporting in Gujarat. You will find that. So, Sitesh, your efforts is successful. At least one person is inspired.
He's one of the many, hopefully, sir. Sir, I had a question, sir.
Yes, please.
Since you mentioned about family businesses, so
Hmm.
we can I ask, means how do the conflicts solved in family business? Especially, we have heard about Ambani issue, the issue escalating to even national political level. So, what is the practice through which the family conflicts are settled and the business is continued? Can you throw some light on that, sir?
See, if you talk about Reliance, as you mentioned, then I must say that Kokilaben was there. You settle the whole things. He managed both the sons and he play a very big role in settling the Reliance issue. And still things are going on. Even Mukesh Ambani companies also offer a lot of funding to Anil Ambani's company, and everything is there in market, you open. But this is what I told you, the family relations and family values they are following. In spite of having such kind of situation, they were together. Business conflict will be there, but family conflict is not there. And in few of the community in Gujarat, like I am from Bania community, Jain community is there in large number in Gujarat. So they have another structure than when two sons are there. So to ensure that good relationship, and they are in a same business. So they ensure that that business conflict never enter into the home. For that, if required, they separate two homes. They are staying together, and they ensure that relationship is same. Even after conflict in a business, relationship is same. So they have to resolve their business conflict at business place. It should not come to the home. Very few cases. The immature businesses might have certain cases, but where there is a developed business and at a particular scale, the businesses are there. They ensures that that business conflict never enter into the family. And I must say that their parents and the elders of the family maintain very well.
That does this is this being followed through Gen Z era also? The same cultures are being followed.
Not exactly, but see, Gen Z are very clear about their goals. They are very clear, they are very precise. If they don't want to enter into the family business, they will say upfront, I am not interested in the family business. So, see, in this scenario, if they don't want to enter into the family business, that expectation will not be there from them. And they are developing new business or they are entering into another business, then family will support with fund and they will treat as an another venture. So they give confidence, they give resources, they allow them to do that whatever they want to do. And in case that venture is not successful, then the door is open to enter into the family business. So see, this backup plays a huge role. आज अपने पीछे कोई बैठा है ना, मैं हूं पीछे, that's enough. मैं हूं ना, that's enough.
Right, sir. So one more question. Usually, family businesses very very closely knitted. They means people are not allowed or some secrets they keep it to themselves. So when developing a family business and which is getting successful, what do you feel? When is the time when you can like go for an outsider like a CEO, CFO? How do Gujarati people think on that aspect?
See, of course, 2 decades back, this was the scenario. I think KH Pandit will agree with me on this. Before 2 decades, this was the scenario that we have our own secrecy, so our own business. I will not share my secret of the businesses. But in era of Google and AI, now there is no more secret. along with that, there are a lot of other facilities like laboratories and all other things, then certification and all these things. So people can easily find the business secret, right? So currently it is not the scenario. And that is why now upcoming generations are open to appoint CEO kind of outside people also. And they are expanding with this. See, end of the day, if you really want to grow and scale up your business, you have to hire the professionals in the system. Without that, you will never be able to do that unless and until your next generation is qualified at that level. Like suppose my company is looking for one CFO, and my own family member, son or daughter has completed a CA or CS, I will immediately find CFO from my family member. So that is also happening.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. Can I have a couple of feedbacks? Hopefully, Akhil, can you give a feedback on the session?
He's a
Actually,
very smiley face. Huh? Akhil is having a very smiley face.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, are you watching some cartoon series in parallel?
No, I'm always like this, always smiling face. Okay, because smiling is good, na?
Good, good, good. That's great.
Okay, and also JCI Triprayar. I think it's a good initiative and it's a good topic. Okay, normally I'm not coming to these Sunday meetings. Actually, when I see this topic, I will definitely I need to attend this meeting. That's why I'm on time coming and attend this meeting. And very good, sir. Thank you, thank you. So I already told you it's a good and new insight for me as a new entrepreneur, as a growing, struggling entrepreneur. So, like me, there is a lot of people are here. It's a new insight because as compared to South, there's a different aspects we can see from you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Akhil. Can we have a feedback from Pandit ji?
He has already given feedback in
Sir, can you unmute and give a
chat.
feedback? Pandit ji, please.
KH Pandit ji, your feedback. You are mute.
Yes, this was an excellent program. You covered all the qualities of Gujaratis. You covered it in a very much nutshell. You can highlight the good achievements of Gujaratis, how the Gujarati families are doing the business and growing. The live examples are Ambani, Adani, and if you want to add more, the Torrent Group, which is now
Yes.
70,000 crores and passing on a business to the next generation. If we see the Torrent, now the third generation in Torrent is already
Zydus Pharma.
his company. Similarly, the third generation in other companies are there. Even Ambani in last annual general body meeting, he introduced his third generation, son, daughter, and daughter-in-law and in the business. So definitely we should take proud how the Gujaratis are doing the business, and the other parts should take the benefit of our skills and knowledge and strategies, how they can implement these strategies into their life, so which can help India to grow still at a faster rate. I must congratulate you for all your summary and presentation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Can we have one more feedback? Anish ji, if you can give a feedback.
Sudhanshu is there, Anjali Hari is
Hi,
there.
hi, sir. Very good presentation. I could learn a lot of things about Gujarati because I really wish to start a business when I was in UAE, in Gujarat, basically. When I was around 30, 32 years old. Now I'm 43. But even though still I started business in Kerala, my place is in Kerala actually. So, but even though in Kerala we couldn't find a good strategical development, like there are some. It's a family business, even though, but at least we couldn't learn or grow up much like Gujarati people are growing because the family support is very big there actually. That is a big salute to all the families who Gujarati families because that is the kind of things we can identify. Even each words and sentence we can identify that kind of things. They're not spending time unnecessarily. That is one good thing about Gujaratis. When even though they spend some time, that should be it should be valuable time and it should be monitored basically intentionally and financial part also. These all things we could learn from your side also as well. Thank you so much for your presentation. It was very great presentation. Anyway,
Don't worry, if you want to expand your business, grow your business, you can hire our professional services as well. Myself is there, KH Pandit is there. We are into the professional consulting
right.
support.
Great, great, sir. Very nice evening. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, all. Thank you, sir. I'm sure everyone present leaves today with ideas they can immediately implement in their own entrepreneurial journey. To propose the vote of thanks, I would like to invite our secretary, JC HGF Anjali Hari.
As we conclude today's enriching session, it is my privilege to express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed trainer JC Chirag Desai. Sir, thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge, practical business insights, and decades of experience with the JCI Triprayar family. Your session has reminded us that successful business are not built overnight. They are built through consistency, culture, leadership, and courage to think beyond the present generation. We are grateful for your valuable time and inspiring guidance. I would like also to extend my appreciation to leadership team. A special word of thanks to our yellow president JC Sitesh Sachidharan for continuously creating meaningful learning opportunities for our members. My sincere appreciation to HDF Anjali Hari Secretary, JC Srijit Chandran Treasurer, JC Shiji Manoj Director Business, JC Hari PK Program Director for their excellent planning and coordination in making today's session possible. Finally, heartfelt thanks to every participant for your enthusiastic presence and active engagement. Your commitment to learning is what makes every session impactful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anjali. Businesses that last for decades are rarely built on luck. They are built on values that never go out of fashion: trust, relationships, integrity, discipline, continuous learning, and the willingness to prepare the next generation even before the current one steps aside. May today's session inspire each of us to think beyond immediate success and begin building something that creates value for generations to come. Thank you once again for joining us. Until we meet again, keep learning, keep building, keep creating legacies. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you. See you all.